how's it going, guys? I hope your day's going good. So I finally got around to watching the Playdate film starring Alan Richardson and Kevin James. That's who it is, the comedian. That's the guy that played in Mall Cop and Grown Ups, things like that. Excuse me. But so this is gonna be a shorter review. Because there's not like a huge plot here or anything like that or anything crazy. It's a pretty simple plot. It's a stand-up comedy. Basically the plot is Kevin James is this kid's stepdad, and Kevin James's character, I don't remember the boys' names. I do remember one of the kids' name, CJ. And that is Alan Richardson's son. And Alan Richardson, for you guys that don't know, he plays in Reacher. He's the guy that plays Reacher. But, so basically Kevin James is the stepdad to this little kid, and we pick up with a baseball game, and they're at a baseball game, and basically you see that this kid is not very good at sports and things like that, and Kevin James, being this kid's stepdad, and he does call him dad, so his dad is trying to, coach him and help him in sports and things like that. And it's not going very well. And so we get that scene, and they lose, and basically the team doesn't like him, Kevin James, as a coach, because he's favoriting, his son, and so he puts him in, and because he puts him in, they lost, when he probably could have put somebody else in, and they could have won that game. And at least it seems like that's the point the movie's trying to make. And so his team doesn't like him, so we get another scene where they're out of a park and they're playing catch, and the kid, he can't catch a football, and so they look over, and I'm trying to remember, they look over and they see Kevin James and not Kevin James, Alan Richardson's character and CJ playing catch, and they're like NFL athletes, man. They're aggressive, and basically we get a scene here where Alan Richardson tries to help Kevin James's character or like teach his son, and they basically they set up the play date, and the kids become friends, and it's really funny because this is a comedy. We get a scene where CJ and Alan Richardson's character are like, they're like fighting each other, like punching each other, and of course Kevin James and his boy are like confused because like what like son and father punch each other. But basically we set up the play date, and the Alan Richardson and CJ, they show up to the play date at Kevin James and his kid's house, and they end up going to Chuck E. Cheese's. And at Chuck E. Cheese's, Alan Richardson's character, while he's using the bathroom, he ends up getting attacked. And we find out in this scene that why Alan Richardson is in the fight, that CJ says that I forget what it is. I'm not sure if it's Carter. I'm not sure what it is. Basically, he says that Alan Richardson's character is not his dad. And so Kevin James tries to take the two boys, and basically the Chuck E. Cheese lady won't let him because CJ's not his son. Only the other kid is. And basically we get a scene where Chucky gets knocked out at Chuck E. Cheese's, and they run out into the parking lot, and Kevin James is trying to figure out what's going on, right? And he basically get this, this rich corporation's bounty hunters or whatever show up to try and take him out, and we get a car chase scene, and let's see what else. I won't say much more because I think you guys should really go and watch this. I really enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun with this film. But basically, there's a big twist with Alan Richardson's character and his son CJ, and I'm not going to say any more, but there's a big twist there. And in terms of rating, I'm going to give this film, I really enjoyed this film, so I think I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. I think this is above average, a budget above average entertainment. I think this is really funny. I think you should don't watch this with kids. Even though there's kids in this movie, this is not a kids film. There's like a lot of swearing. There's no like nudity or anything like that, but it's not a kids movie really. You would be surprised because it looks like it by the trailer. Something you could watch with your family. But I almost watched it with my 10-year-old little brother, but I'm glad that I didn't, because this is definitely not a kids movie, but it is a very funny comedy for adults and teenagers and things like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.